Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's claim that Jawaharlal Nehru wanted the Babri Masjid rebuilt using public funds has triggered an immediate and fierce response from the opposition. The BJP calls it a matter of historical clarity, while the Congress accuses the ruling party of twisting legacies, distorting facts ahead of a sensitive date on the calendar, December 6th. At the heart of the debate is not just history, but the politics around it and the timing of this renewed salvo. Here's Rajnath Singh's statement and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's counter.
जब पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू बाबरी मस्जिद के मुद्दे पर सरकारी खजाने से पैसा खर्च करने की बात जब उन्होंने छेड़ी थी, सरकारी खजाने से पैसा खर्च करके बाबरी मस्जिद बनवाई जानी चाहिए, उसका भी विरोध यदि किसी ने किया था तो गुजराती मां की कोख से पैदा हुए सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल ने ही किया था। मेरे
ये सब डिस्ट्रैक्शन है, असली मुद्दे हैं, बहुत महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दे हैं जिन पे चर्चा होनी चाहिए, जिन पे बात होनी चाहिए। और ये सब रोज ये कुछ ना कुछ डिस्ट्रैक्शन उठा लेते हैं ताकि हम फिर बयान दें, वो बयान दें, और जो असली मुद्दे हैं पब्लिक के वो उस पे कोई चर्चा ना हो।
A single claim has set off a full-blown political chain reaction. Rajnath Singh's assertion that Nehru wanted the Babri Masjid rebuilt with public funds has opened a new front in the ongoing legacy wars between the BJP and Congress. While the ruling dispensation calls it historical truth, the opposition charges, claiming it a deliberate distortion, time to influence public mood ahead of December 6th. Congress leaders are now pushing back aggressively, saying they will not allow Nehru's record to be rewritten. Here is Manickam Tagore's responding to Rajnath Singh.
It's a complete lie by Rajnath Singh ji. We all know that Pandit Nehru and Sardar Patel had a cordial relationship, and Pandit Nehru's logic was very simple. Public money should not be spent on any kind of mosque, temple, churches or gurudwaras. It should be people's contribution. People should contribute and build their beliefs. This thing, not government money should be there. Rajnath Singh ji is stooping to this level. He is spreading a lie. I condemn this kind of lies from Rajnath Singh.
And the political battle over Nehru's legacy is not new. In recent months, it has intensified only sharply, from questions over caste enumeration to accusations about wartime decisions, water-sharing agreements and Kashmir's integration. The BJP has repeatedly targeted Nehru's leadership to challenge Congress's political narrative. And these criticisms have come from top BJP leaders. But how is the latest salvo to be seen? I'm being joined at this point by Ashpreet Khadiyal, who's a spokesperson with Congress. Also, Sanjay Rana, who's a political analyst, should be joining us shortly, as well as Brijesh Pandey, who's the input editor with us. Thank you very much, Brijesh. Thank you very much, Harshdeep, for joining us. All right, Sanjay Rana also joins us. Thank you very much, Sanjay, for joining us. Sanjay, first to you. What's happened? Why is suddenly Rajnath Singh using very strong words, not mincing his words for that matter? What's happened suddenly? This is not the usual words that he would use.
Good evening and good evening to my fellow panelists. First of all, I fail to understand why we're using a hard word. It's not a hard word, it's a fact. Congress has been doing appeasement politics since after independence. We look at all the acts which they have made against the Hindu and favoring some religion. I'm not talking about any religion. Why it was 1950, what exactly he did. Look at Article 28, what he did. And whatever the statement Mr. Rajnath Singh made today, it is on the basis of the facts. The facts are already there. And when we talk about this kind of things, allegation, obviously, when we talk about public money, the public money is being used wrongly by the Congress government. What exactly Congress government were doing? Giving subsidy to Hajj. Why? It was not a public money. Why our money should be used for somebody else religious activity? It should not be. So first of all, we are vocal nowadays and we should talk about the facts. If we do not know the facts, then obviously that's a different issue altogether. But if we know the facts, then we need to put forward. I think Rajnath Singh has the courage to say this kind of words. And I'm absolutely supporting Rajnath Singh. Rajnath Singh is not hiding what he's saying, what is the fact is. And if you look
Okay.
at the state money when diary, if you go in this
Sanjay
read
Rana, you may say that this is fact, this is what history is, but Congress is saying this is just spinning facts and spinning history to suit narratives. I am no Congress person here, so we'll wait for Karyal. But Brijesh, the timing of all of this is very interesting. Look at what happened just a few weeks ago during Vande Mataram, when the 150 years was being celebrated. The launch happened. You had again Prime Minister and the BJP saying that this is something that was distorted, put aside by Nehru, by Congress.
Well, I would say that, I mean, Nehru is too towering, has a towering legacy which, not many would want to, or many can distort. It's all right. It happens that, when somebody is in power, they want to, like the appropriation of Sardar Patel's legacy, because Sardar Patel was, till the end of his life, until 1950, was a congressman, and he was not out of the Congress party. The fact of the matter is that, yes, there could be, like, on the hindsight, the vision is always 2020. So you are always in a position to take an informed decision based on the information which is available before them. What is known in the public, what has been there about, Sardar Patel's as well as Pandit Nehru's skirmish about the reconstruction of Somnath temple, and, Nehru's assertion that public money should not be used for any kind of construction, especially religious construction. It should be used for building universities and other, educational institutions and so on and so forth. This particular line is on the page 24 of a book which is written by Manickam Patel. I just happened to read the entire line where she said that, Nehru wanted to build, and she did not use the word rebuild. She said that Nehru wanted to build the Babri Masjid, to which Sardar Patel retorted. And there was just one line which makes of this, and there's no prefix, there's no suffix. So honestly speaking, I don't know what she was inferring from, whether Nehru was talking about rebuilding the mosque, whether Nehru was talking about, doing a reconstruction, or what exactly he intended to do, how much money he wanted to spend on that. Because immediately after that line, what follows is the series of lines in which Sardar Patel seems to have countered Nehru by saying that, when you're talking about reconstruction of Somnath temple, we are spending 30 lakhs, but all of that 30 lakhs comes from individual donations and not from public fund. So there seems to be some sort of a dialogue which has been mentioned on the page 24 of the book written by the diaries of Manickam Patel, but there is no mention of how much money Nehru wanted to spend on reconstruction of or building of Babri Masjid, and what exactly he meant, or she meant, what he meant by a building of. So there's a bit of a confusion there.
Right. But Harshpreet joins us right now. Thank you so much. We were waiting for you. Mr. Karyal, here's a very simple question. You may say this is distortion of facts. You may say this is not history. You may say this is playing politics whatsoever. BJP making very strong allegations right ahead of December 6th. How would you say that this is not the fact, and what if it is only about distracting?
First and foremost, the Bharatiya Janata Party is accustomed to diverting the attention of the people from real issues to these issues. And number two, as far as the facts are concerned, this is nothing but a concoction, a lie from the WhatsApp University, which has been designed in order to do away with the attention that is being given to the failures and blunders of the Bharatiya Janata Party's government with regards to the winter session. It's the shortest possible session in the history of India. 10 bills were not sent to the standing committee. There has been no debate on SIR. That's where the Bharatiya Janata Party has come up with this, especially Mr. Rajnath Singh, so that all the attention could be diverted and brought to this and not that. And number two, as far as the facts are concerned, I want to ask the BJP spokesperson, if there is one, or if anyone's inclined towards what they're saying, what is the evidentiary value to it? Show us one piece of document, show us one piece of evidence that suggests what you're suggesting. It's merely a concoction which has an intention to deceive the people of India, and the Bharatiya Janata Party is accustomed to it. They have time and time again done this. This is their modus operandi. My request to the Bharatiya Janata Party's government is, this for sure is a lie, because you do not know when Babri, what's the date of Babri Masjid and what's the date of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and when he was born, when he died. I would request them to kindly check it, and if he was even there to oppose, if something of this sort were allegedly true, then was it even possible for Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel to oppose it? Was he even there? I mean, the Bharatiya Janata Party is accustomed to doing blunders, and this is just another blunder, yet another
I
blunder.
didn't really understand that part, whether Patel could have done that or was he even there. I mean, it's very much politically that could have happened. That is an equation in terms of presence and age and all of that. I don't think that can be distorted. You could question it in different ways. But just a minute, let me just take the point that you are making to Sanjay Rana. Sanjay Rana, Mr. Khadiyal saying, look at what's happening in the parliament. Look at the truncated session in the parliament. Look at the whole hullabaloo across the country on SIR and several other issues that the opposition is raising. Look at the poison that the national capital is breathing. And you have this to bring up.
Obviously, there are a couple of issues which you have highlighted here, like SIR and the pollution one. I start with the SIR. In the all-party meeting, it's categorically decided that discussion is going to happen on the 9th of December. Then why the people are jumping, number one. Number two, we have seen the SIR's situation, similar kind of situation, similar kind of incidences, or similar kind of slogans were there when SIR happening in Bihar. So what exactly happened in Bihar? None of the single person came out and say my name is deleted or added, nor any Congress or any opposition party leader could able to produce anyone, physically anyone, for the same, number one. Number two, when we talk about the pollution, please understand, BJP government, Mr. Narendra Modi, Amit Shah and the BJP government is not blowing any pollution in the Delhi. It's a long-term issue which we need to address it collectively. It's not any government will do it in one shot. Obviously, BJP is ruling in Delhi as well as in center. But BJP Delhi government cannot resolve pollution issue in span of 6 months or 1 year. Obviously, long-term process which we need to design and obviously need to execute it. I'm coming back to the subject, which is Mr. Nehru. Obviously, we need to look at two things. One is the person record and incidents happen in past. Look at the record. Obviously, Manibhai Patel, name mentioned by our editor who's sitting with us, number one. Number two, look at why Mr. Nehru visited Babar Tomb, 1959. Why Indira Gandhi visited 1968, Babar Tomb. Why Mr. Rajiv Gandhi visited 1976, and why Mr. Rahul Gandhi went to Babar Tomb 2005. What Babar was for them. So it is showing.
No. Hold it. Let me just get in here at this point, Sanjay Rana. You may want to draw in two things and three things together and make it 10. That is fair for BJP for what they really want to do. But let's just face it. We are not here as a channel to push propaganda or browbeat over things. Let's just stick to what the discourse is and what the debate is about Babar Tomb and several other things. Whatever narrative you want to build, you're free to build that as a party. But British, let me just come into you. It's nothing in hiding. I'll come back to you, Sanjay Rana. I'll come back to you. I'll give you a few minutes.
You're not allowing me to finish my point.
Okay, because you just digressed completely, so I'm not going to give this platform for that. But sure, go ahead, finish your point.
Please, I'm asking a very straight question to you.
Go ahead, finish your point.
Please tell me, Babar was what, a freedom fighter? He sacrificed his life for India? No. He was doing what? He was genociding Hindus, and you are going to his tomb for what? He was not part of any obviously part of Pakistan and India. Why are you going to Afghanistan?
Okay.
Number one.
All
number two.
All right.
Number,
Sanjay Rana.
No, number two.
Sanjay Rana, hold it here. Brijesh, interesting arguments here. Not surprising.
It's not interesting argument. See, I'll tell you one thing. I mean, it all depends on how you want to put a particular narrative forward. Lal Krishna Advani went to Pakistan where he called what he spoke about Jinnah.
Lal Krishna Advani was following the protocol.
Sanjay, let Brijesh speak, Sanjay.
Lal Krishna Advani
give you your time.
There was no protocol of the government to praise Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So there's no government protocol as much as I know, which is in existence, which says that you have to, when you go to Pakistan, you have to praise Jinnah. He was ostracized by his own party. See, the point is, as I said, in hindsight, everything is 2020. You can cherry pick a situation. What the India's situation was in 1947, 1950, 1960, 1980, 1990. There are a lot of changes which are there. Social changes, how you look at the thing. And saying that, Babar was no, I mean, I don't want to get into that. But all I'm saying is that the current one is that, yes, this was a line which is written in the book, which is written by Maniben Patel. Interestingly, because I happened to went through the entire para, there is no prefix or suffix which suggests. I mean, I found it a bit surprising that there was nothing which suggested that, what exactly Nehru wanted to do with the Babri Masjid. To build a Babri Masjid was to assume that there was no Babri Masjid structure at that point of time, which is not true. Yes, he was perturbed by what happened in 1949 and shot off a letter to Govind Vallabh, the then UP Chief Minister. This is also a fact of historical. But I would be extremely interested to find out, I would be very interested to find out what exactly he meant when he said that that Nehru wanted to build Babri Masjid. How much money you were talking about, because the next sentence is, there's a detail given about, how much money is being spent on Somnath, 30 lakhs to be there, who is the trustee, how a trust has been formed to look into the Jeernodhar of the Somnath temple. But there's just one, or rather not even one line of what exactly Nehru wanted to do about Babri Masjid.
Okay, Sanjay, I can see your hands are up, but just give me a few minutes. Let me just go across to Kharyal. So, Harshpreet, here's the big question that I want to ask you. In this whole battle of appropriation, as it may be, or distortion, depending upon where you're coming from, Nehru versus Patel, facts are important, perceptions are important. Look at how the top brass of Congress, including how Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, they chose to respond or not to respond really. How do you, isn't that also a problem, a public perception that's not being challenged?
Thank you for the question. See, the previous point that I was trying to make was that the allegation of the Bharatiya Janata Party is baseless, and I'll prove it, that it has zero basis to it, and it has only been designed in order to divert and deflect. And number two, Babri Masjid was constructed around 1560s. And the date of birth of Mr. Nehru is 1889. The date of birth of Sardar Patel is 1875. So we really want to ask the Bharatiya Janata Party, where do you find this logic from? Which university have you gotten it from? We really want to understand the level of competence that you've gained somehow. How have you attained it? This skill set that you have of, confusing and these kind of contentions coming from a minister. I think it is high time that the Bharatiya Janata Party reconsiders what their priorities are and who should be where. And if a minister is making such remarks, I think there should be accountability that ought to be fixed, because people cannot be taken for a ride. India cannot be taken for a ride. We happen to be living in the world's largest democracy. And if anyone is trying to mislead the people of India, if anyone's trying to do propaganda here, then they ought to be, their accountability ought to be fixed. And we request the Bharatiya Janata Party to please give us an answer on this. If there's if a fellow panelist is supporting what the BJP has said or Mr. Rajnath has said, then how would you justify these dates? How is it even possible? It's not viable. It's not feasible to happen.
Sanjay Rana.
I would want to ask one thing, Ashdeep, but the fact of the matter is that, dates and all are absolutely fine. I myself have gone through the para. But there is indeed, if you go by Manickam Patel's, the book, the diary which she has maintained and all, it is there. It is mentioned that, that Nehru wanted to build Babri Masjid. But the interesting thing, as I was saying, that there is no prefix or suffix, and then it went on to talk about.
Which book are you talking about?
Of Nehruji.
Page number 24.
No, 1 second. Have we forgotten the dates now? We have left the dates now? Is it possible that...
Very silly things you are...
1560, 1560... is 1 second, allow me to please complete. 1560 is the date, is the year of construction, probably, and the date of birth of Mr. Nehru.
I want to understand. It's like reconstruction of Somnath temple. Somnath temple may predate 99% of politicians, but it was reconstructed. I just want to understand. Like I'm just saying that dates and all are absolutely fine.
So now it's become reconstruction, not construction. You've shifted.
No, they're saying building. The line which was used in the book is building. So that...
See, my only request is, there is no cogent evidence, there is no documentary evidence, it's only propaganda. Our only request to the Bharatiya Janata Party is, since you have a habit of misleading the people, we'll give you a fact and please answer us on that. As far as the RSS office is concerned, which is now under construction vis-a-vis the parking, the Bharatiya Janata Party, would it please tell us why an 800-year-old temple is being demolished?
Khadyal, let's again, you're just doing what Sanjay Rana did a while ago. I mean, let's just stick to really what we're discussing. Let's just have something which is really intelligible here. Sanjay Rana, respond to what Khadyal questioned a while ago.
It is very illogical. I would say
No, Khadyal, I don't want to digress. There is a topic that we are discussing. Let's just stick to that. If we have things to talk about that, let's just do that. Sanjay Rana, respond please.
I'm going to be on topic for sure. I fail to understand why we are comparing when the Babri Masjid built and when Mr. Nehru born. Please understand the terminology used here is a building, it's a synonyms. You need to use the multiple synonyms of the word. So please do not digress and do not change your stand in the goalpost. Number one. Number two, when we talk about the only one sentence, Mr. Brijesh mentioned, is only one sentence. Arey Baba, there is a one sentence, one line, one paragraph. It is mentioned by somebody who is very respected. Obviously, we need to believe on that. And we know what Nehru was trying to do it. We know how he was opposing for Somnath Temple. We know how he changed the constitution. Look at 1950 Hindu Code Bill. Mr. Rajendra Prasad was a... Sir, एक minute. I was not talking in between. Please allow me to speak. Thank you very much.
Okay, 30 seconds more and then I have to go to Brijesh. 30 seconds more, Mr. Sanjay.
Absolutely. Look at the Nehru's way of working. He was not, obviously look at 1950, what exactly he did. He introduced Hindu Code Bill. Why it was not introduced Uniform Civil Code where everyone was agree for the same? He was not. Congress always allowed appeasement. What exactly happened 1971? Obviously, Muslim Personal Law. What exactly happened 1991? Obviously, we know Worship Act. 1995, what exactly happened? We know. So why it was one-sided? Obviously, we want to have a secular country and you want to have uniformity between the people. Then you have to look at everyone with the equality. But it was not at all there. And you're talking about a Babri Masjid build date and Mr. Nehru's born date. Surprising. What kind of silly argument you're giving? Building is a multiple synonyms. You can go and check it out.
Okay.
1 second. I only
30 seconds, Mr. Khadyal. 30 seconds, not more than that.
Thank you. For the RSS office, an 800-year-old temple is being done away with, is being demolished.
RSS office.
Bharatiya Janata Party would not say anything about that. Is there nothing that you would say about that?
You are advocate. You are a fellow advocate.
Do not blow hot
All
and
right.
cold at the same time.
I think we'll allow the political
Give us the
arguments to go on between Mr. Sanjay and Khadyal and that will be never ending. But Brijesh, this is possibly not the last time that we are hearing this version of what's emerged in terms of the salvos against Nehru and his legacy.
Oh, it will go on. I mean, definitely not this is the end, because this is not the first time it has happened. It has happened many times, you know, and you know, people, there have always been talks about, you know, what if, like, you know, if Sardar Patel was the Prime Minister and not Nehru, what if X would have happened and why not happened? I think, I mean, these are tales best left to historians, and I don't think that, you know, as BJP gains in strength and the political power, I think they would definitely want to bring Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru into scrutiny. But I think, you know, both Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Sardar Patel are towering legacies and towering historical figures for anybody else to, like, you know, cast aspersions on what they did and how they did. They are human beings, so they're bound to be, you know, several hits and several misses. But I mean, overall, if you look at their contribution to the freedom of the country and how they resurrected India as a powerhouse, I mean, you know, they're too big to be, I would say, hit with these kind of salvos.
Mr. Khadyal, I can see you have your hands raised, but I'm very afraid if I come to you, I'll have to go to Mr. Sanjay. Please allow me not to come to you. Okay, very quickly, 10 seconds, not more than that, because then I'll have to give Sanjay 10 seconds.
My only request is that Mr. Nehru's government was a game-changer government. BJP government is a name-changer government.
Okay, all right, okay.
We do not want lectures.
So there are
from the
salvos flying. It's only going to get heated. Some states going to elections next year. We're going to be hearing more of this. Remember, December 6th is just a few days away, and we'll have to see how all of this takes shape as a political narrative. Mr. Khadyal, Sanjay Rana, as well as Brijesh Pandey, thank you very much